So for this next one, we have 3x to the 5th times 2 to the 5x to the 6th plus 11. So we have 2 to the power. This is an exponential example. U is always the exponent, so in this case, U is going to be 5x to the 6th plus 11. What's the derivative of 5x to the 6th? It's 30, x to the 5th. And then what do we need to do next? We need to bring up that dx so that we have du all by itself. After we do that, we're going to think about the substitution. We want to remember this is an exponential, so u is going to be up in the exponent. Is this another e to the u problem? No, because I have a 2 here, it's 2 to the u. So I subbed in for the 2, I subbed in for the u, that's all subbed in for. All I have left to think about in order to see if I have a perfect du or not is I have a 3x to the 5th dx. I'm going to switch colors. And I need it to be a 30 x to the 5th dx. So I have x to the 5th and dx all good to go, but I have a 3 when I need a 30. This comes up a lot in real math problems, that's why we're doing it a lot here, where it doesn't end up being the perfect number. So 10 times 3 would give me what I need. 10 times 3 would give me 30 x to the 5th dx. If I want to put a 10 on the inside, I need to do a 1 over 10 on the outside. So as long as there's a 1 over 10 on the outside, I get to write du, which finally allows me to integrate. So that du is there, and now I can integrate. I have 1/10 to keep on the outside, and then we just reviewed this antiderivative. We might have to look back down here again. The antiderivative of 3 to the x dx is 3 to the x over ln of 3. So I'm going to do the same thing here, but instead of 3 to the u, it's going to be a 2 to the u over ln of 2. We're going to follow that same exact antiderivative rule. I just feel like that's one of the harder ones to remember. But at least we don't have to add 1 and have to deal with fractions or anything crazy. All we have to do is say that it is 2 to the u over ln of 2 plus k. My last step, I'm going to write it in terms of x's. I'm going to multiply the top with the top. So in the top I have 1 times 2 to the u, which is just 2 to the u. So in this case, 2 to the 5 x to the 6 plus 11 is my u. And then in the bottom, if I multiply across, I have 10 times ln of 2. That comes out to be a crazy decimal. So I would just leave it 10 ln of 2 plus c. Just makes it a little bit shorter to type in. But of course, if you're not comfortable multiplying fractions, you could just leave it like this. As long as it's not a complex fraction, you do not have to simplify.